Hey guys, it's super late here, but I just wanted to film this video real quick while everything was fresh in my mind. Just a quick update. I am on soft foods, which is a magical, magical thing. My restriction still feels really tight some days, and I've been having a hard time getting food down, or at least wanting to get food down. But it's really, really nice to have more options. And I've just been using my anti-nausea medication more. I actually haven't gotten physically sick yet from surgery, thank God. And it's been 5 weeks now, 6 weeks, something like that. So I'm hoping that I am just one of the lucky ones. Fingers crossed. But yeah, so I can tolerate sashimi and a bunch of things like that. So soft foods have been going pretty well. I actually went to Seattle the day after I started soft food, so that was a blessing to be able to have way more options in my diet. And I want to kind of talk about traveling while you're still really new to the surgery process, or after surgery, I guess. I don't even know the right way to say it. Let's just say traveling in the first year of gastric bypass, or the first 2 months, or we'll just, cool, 2 months. Got it. So I thought I was prepared, and I was not prepared. So my best friend lives in an area that is filled with restaurants and grocery stores. And I say way too much. God, I'm really sorry, guys. Hopefully I will get better at that. But anyways, so my best friend, her name is Kristen. She lives in an area of downtown Seattle that is filled with stuff. So I basically packed a yogurt and a couple of protein hot chocolates and a protein shake and like a couple of drinks for the bus, figuring that I would pick stuff up there. And when I got there, we went to Whole Foods. I got a couple of things from the hot bar and some cottage cheese and something else. Oh, some cocktail shrimp. And I know there was something else, but I don't remember what it was. Anyways, so I bought some stuff and I'm like, cool, I'll be set. And the first night, Chris made African peanut soup, and that was fine. And I was there for 3 nights. I came in Thursday night, Thursday afternoon, and I left Sunday morning. And so Thursday I went for lunch with a couple of new friends, and I could have like 4 bites of chicken teriyaki and like a shrimp. And I think the teriyaki was just too heavy. And then that night we had the peanut soup, and it was fine. And what I realized was, one, when I'm out in the real world, especially when I don't have a car and I'm walking everywhere, it is really hard to eat 6 times a day, especially when you're not hungry, and especially when other people aren't eating and they're around you and you're like doing things. The other thing is, it's really hard to be like out and about and actually bring things like beverages with you. For some reason, I still can't tolerate water. I've tried a billion times, and it's one of the only things that makes me like instantly feel like I'm gonna hurl. And so if I'm somewhere and I don't have access to beverages that I can tolerate, I just don't drink. In a lot of places too, your options for beverages are either things with tons of sugar in them, or soda, sugar-free diet soda, which I don't drink, or iced tea or hot tea. I've been opting for iced tea and hot tea for the most part, but there are times when my body doesn't want it. It's like it recognizes that it is a water-based beverage and it's just not interested. So yeah, lugging around a big bottle of Diet Snapple or Powerade Zero or vitamin water or whatever, it just isn't conducive all the time. And I know a lot of bariatric patients bring things like Crystal Light packets in their purse. Can't drink water. not really an option. And in Seattle, we went to like a concert. Cool. So we were probably there for 3.5 hours. Can't bring beverages into a concert venue. And the bar didn't have anything I could drink except for water. So that's like 3 hours where I'm missing hydration. I think I probably got to eat 3 to 4 times a day. But I definitely didn't get my fluid down. I missed 2 protein drinks on 2 days. There was one protein drink I got that I think was just too much. It was a vegan protein drink made with like cashews and stuff. It was really good, but I think it was just too heavy and too rich for what I can handle. I brought my protein hot chocolate. I had to force my way through one of them on one day, and the other one I just couldn't deal with. And so, yeah, like I'm struggling. I have a really hard time eating 5 to 6 times a day at home. And I have a really hard time getting my fluid in and my protein shakes in at home. And traveling, I thought, especially to a big city, especially where I had access to a full kitchen, would make it easier. And it totally didn't. So I'm trying really, really hard to be conscious of it more now. So like today, I ate 5 times, I think. So since I'm on soft foods, my protein shake or a protein beverage or protein whatever counts as a meal, which actually is a lot more helpful, because what was happening before was I would kind of forget about it because I hated it. And then it'd be like 10:30 at night and I'd be trying to get in this protein shake, and that doesn't work out well. So this morning I had, I think, like 3/4 of 1 egg omelet with truffle goat cheese inside. That stuff is totally my jam. And then later on, I had a little bit of like Asian smoked salmon, like the hard smoke kind. That was super mushy. And God, it's hard remembering all of it. I usually track it, but I haven't tracked it today. And then I had a protein shake when I was getting my nails done, and they're super pretty. Little vanity moment. And then I had something else. I think I had more salmon and hummus maybe. And then I had a cheese stick when I went grocery shopping tonight after I finally got to see Thor. So, I mean, that's working. I'm going to go ahead and say I probably didn't get my fluids in, but I am going to make more of an effort tomorrow. I just, like, the struggle is real, and I'm actually having a follow-up call, a 6-week call with my new dietitian this week. So I'll probably fess everything up to him and be like, listen, this is hard, and I don't know what to do. I know most people set alarms. I have alarms. It's just when you... I'm not going to say when you feel sick all the time, you're not going to eat or drink. So I'm full all the time. When I get hungry, it's more of like a woozy feeling than a hungry feeling. Probably like a low blood sugar thing. I have a beverage next to me all the time. Case in point. Just for a point of reference, this is how much is left in this bottle. So probably 2/3 of it. I started drinking this at like 5 o'clock. I usually have food next to me all the time. Like, short of somebody force feeding me, I don't know how to get it in because I'm not hungry, and I get full really fast, and I get nauseous super often. So I also keep anti-nausea medication next to me all the time. So I know that this was starting off as a travel video, and it's totally not turning into that. I know that this is kind of like part of my life, right? Like the same way I have to take my vitamins, I have to make sure I get enough protein in. I know that. And I get it. And I'm making an effort. But like, how? Case in point, actually, I So I'm pretty sure that if I could drink with a straw, I would be able to get more stuff in, more fluid, just because what's happening now partially is that I'm taking large sips and then I either have to swish and filter the fluid down my throat, which I know is super gross. I'm really sorry. Or I'm taking these tiny little sips that make it take forever to drink anything. And so with a straw, I can have a more metered fluid intake. And I actually drank with a straw twice today and didn't even think about it, and I was fine. So, like, I really know that we're not supposed to use straws, but like, if it helps me get the fluid in, is it really that bad? So my surgery is December 12th. Today is January 22nd. So yeah, like I'm almost 6 weeks out. Have any of you started using a straw? If you have, like, around what time did you start using a straw? I kind of have heard things all over the place. Like, some people start, like, just jumping into things like 3 days later. Some people are like 8 months later. But, like, what about you? How long ago did you start using a straw? And do you have, like, challenges getting your intakes in? How long did it take before, like, eating kind of felt normal? Or, like, do you have pro tips other than alarms? Because, like, I really do want to be compliant and I really want to do what's best for my body. And I know I have to eat. Like, calories are kind of important. While I was gone, I was tracking. And the first day, I think I hit like 700 calories. The other days, I was between 400 and 600. And I was walking like 3-4 miles a day. Like, I'm not eating enough calories. And I know that. So any tips you guys have to make sure that, like, I can give my body what it needs so it can continue to heal. Because honestly, like, I know weight loss is important. I know weight loss is the goal. But let's be realistic. I have a tiny, tiny stomach that doesn't absorb as much as it used to. So if I'm only eating like 600 or 700 calories a day, I'm probably absorbing like 500. I'm going to lose weight anyways. I really just want my body to continue healing so it can be strong. So I can do all the things with it I want to. And if I lose weight, I lose weight. And if I don't, which is virtually impossible, but like if I don't, I don't. But I'm definitely not going to lose weight if I'm not fueling my body. It's going to go straight in starvation mode and then nothing's going to happen. So yeah, give me all of your tips. Unless they're alarms, because I have like 30 of those. And they're clearly not working. Help me, guys. Please.